In this video, we're going to break down a skill set into 3 skills. We're going to talk about how to do that and how to highlight that on your resume. If you're following along on this resume tutorial playlist, you'll note that the last 2 videos are building blocks for this video. The last 2 videos are the first questions you should ask yourself when building a resume. The first is, what do you want to do next? And the second question is, how would you summarize your skill set in 2 to 3 words? Once you've done those 2 things, we're now going to break down that high-level skill set into 3 more granular skills. So if we look at Derek's resume here, again, if you've been following along in the videos, the thing he wants to do next is channel management, YouTube channel management. His high-level skill set summary is adaptable YouTube specialist. You're going to see this coming into play as we identify the skills. So now that we have these 2 things in place, the next is to break down 3 skills. These skills should match, there should be 2 things that should be true for these skills. One, they should be skills that you're proud of, things that you can do well. But then the second thing, this is really important, these should be skills that you want to do in the next position. So you might find, for example, let's say that the next position you want to do another a chef position. Let's say that you want to be working in another restaurant as a chef. You might have a skill that you're really good at, but not something that you want to do in your next position. We're not going to be highlighting those. This is especially important if you might have a particular technical skill let's say, let's move away from the chef example. Let's say that you're wanting to do marketing. But let's say that you're really, really good with SQL, which is a technical skill for data analysis. If you're not wanting to do SQL in your next position, let's not highlight those technical skills in your 3 skills. Likewise, if it's something that you're not really proud of, it's not something that you feel like it's still a growth area, let's not highlight those as well. Let's focus on the ones that you want to do and the ones that you the ones that you want to do in the next position and the ones that you feel you do well, that you're proud of. So in this case, with Derek's resume, what we highlighted are these 3 skills: channel management, project management, and communication. What you're going to notice is that they are related to the adaptable YouTube specialist high-level summary here. Adaptable, this is more of an interpersonal assessment of Derek. I've known Derek for a long time, and I believe I had proposed this word to him when we were discussing his skill set. Derek is somebody who's he's very good at enmeshing with other teams, with other people, easily likable, and so when we thought about when I was thinking about how do I summarize your interpersonal ability to just kind of work with anyone, adaptable is what came to mind. And then from a more technical side, what he's looking to do, we put in YouTube specialist. And so what you can see here is that the 3 skills have built on that high-level summary. YouTube specialist, channel management, here it is. Here's your YouTube channel management skills. Communication, this is the one that's a bit more on the covering the adaptable. Adaptable communication style, internal and external clients, flexible style with partners. So adaptable communication style, flexible style with partners. You can see how it's layering, it's building off of the previous step. And project management, this is another one that Derek wanted to highlight. And this is a helpful skill for pretty much any type of tech work that you're doing in a company. So once you've identified those 3 skills, then identify some sub-skills. So with channel management, here's a list of tools that Derek has used that we've highlighted. Project management, here's a couple of heuristics. Organization, delegation, distributing work. Communication, we've already gone through a couple of those. Identify, it could be, as we have a couple examples here, it could be that you start to list tools that you use when you're doing that skill. Or it could be coding languages if you are in more of a data analytics or marketing analytics or a software engineering role that you're looking to do. It could also be heuristics like organization, delegation, distributing work, different things that you find that you're good at, that you want to highlight. Or it could be something about your style, your personality style, as we have here. Now, once you do that, once you identify these 3 skills, and you've identified the sub-skills, now you're ready to update the work experience. You've created the about. You've identified what do you want to do next. You've built from that to what's a high-level summary of your skill set. And then you built from that to identifying 3 skills, things that you are proud of and things that you want, that you do well and things that you want to continue to do in the next role. Now you're ready to update your work experience. And by doing it this way, now you'll see that it's what you want to be doing is building the work experience off of these skills. Try to have a balance where you're identifying these 3, especially the one, I would put, if you have one in particular that you think is really important, put that one at the top and make sure to cover that one. And if you have other skills, another work experience that isn't related to this, try to find either a way to highlight maybe secondary projects that you worked on, different things that you've done, highlight how you've used those skills, even though it hasn't been a core component of that role. Or start to take things off. If we look at Derek's original resume, this is the resume that Derek and I put together. If you look at the original resume that Derek had, he has 3 positions here. This position ended up being something that wasn't, when we looked through what Derek wanted to do, and this is a position that wasn't as relevant to these other 2. So what we ended up doing is we didn't highlight this as much as we highlighted the other 2. We focused on the content that was relevant to what he was looking to do next. So once you've gone through all that, you're ready to start updating the work experience. The next video, which is going to be available next Wednesday, is going to be on updating work experience. And we're going to have a series of videos on various components of the resume. Next one's going to be work experience. Derek is one of a handful of people who have been taking me up on my offer, where I've been recently offering free resume and career coaching help. If you're someone who needs help in those areas with your resume or your career coaching, leave a comment on the video and I'll follow up. More to come.